Welcome back, viewers and subscribers, to WHADAT News, Sports and Entertainment Updates. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. In this update, we look at the developing war of words between the JLPs, G2K and the PNPs. Patriots, please remember to like, subscribe and share so we can reach as many persons as possible and that you can be notified of future updates. G2K, Pnp Patriots clash over Mark Golding's call for constitutional reform talks. Now, a political war of words has erupted between the young professional affiliates of Jamaica's two major political parties, Generation 2000 G2K of the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, and the Pnp Patriots of the People's National Party, PNP, following opposition leader Mark Golding's recent letter to Prime Minister Andrew Holness regarding Jamaica's constitutional reform process. In the October 3 letter, Golding proposed direct leader-to-leader talks to advance Jamaica's transition to full sovereignty, including removing the British monarch as head of state. The letter followed the Prime Minister's remarks at his recent swearing-in ceremony, in which he expressed a willingness to partner with Golding on the issue. However, G2K, in a strongly worded statement on Sunday, accused Golding of arrogance, entitlement, and immaturity, claiming his letter reflected disrespect toward Prime Minister Holness and the office of the Prime Minister. G2K argued that Golding's refusal to meet initially with Justice Minister Delroy Chuck as proposed by the Prime Minister signaled an unwillingness to engage constructively in the reform process. The group also accused the opposition leader of inconsistency, referencing his past delay in renouncing his British citizenship and suggesting that he does not truly wish for Jamaica to remove the British king as head of state. According to G2K, Golding's track record of protocol breaches, including allegedly failing to stand for the Prime Minister at official ceremonies, further underscored what they described as a pattern of disrespect. It is ironic that despite his history of disregarding Prime Minister Holness, Golding is now seeking a direct meeting with him rather than the Constitutional Affairs Minister, G2K stated, urging the opposition leader to desist from his entitled, immature, and disrespectful approach. But the PNP Patriots have fired back, accusing G2K of misrepresenting the intent of Golding's correspondence and prioritizing partisan point scoring over nation building. In a counter statement, the Patriots said Golding's letter welcomed the Prime Minister's openness to collaboration, but emphasized that meaningful constitutional reform demands discussions at the highest political level. PNP Patriots President Rev. Dr. Paul Blake dismissed G2K's criticism as insecure and intellectually hollow. The truth is, G2K's statement reeks of insecurity, the kind that comes from realizing that Mark Golding's intellect and composure expose the intellectual anemia of their own leadership bench, Blake said. Patriots will not entertain lectures from those who mistake loudness for leadership and partisanship for patriotism. Patriots General Secretary Daval Grant also cautioned that G2K's tone risked undermining bipartisan cooperation. Leader Golding's invitation is a clear signal of good faith, consistent with Jamaica's democratic tradition of direct dialogue between political leaders on matters of national importance, Grant said. Golding, in his original letter, cited historical precedents including the collaboration between national heroes Norman Manley and Sir Alexander Bustamante during the independence movement and between former Prime Ministers P.J. Patterson and Edward Seaga in the 1990s as examples of how bipartisan leadership has shaped Jamaica's constitutional framework. Both sides, however, have signaled support for Jamaica's transition to a republic, though their dispute highlights growing political tension over how and by whom that process should be led. Now, you heard it. What do you think, my viewers and subscribers? That's it for this WHADAT update. Please remember to like, subscribe and share, and leave your comments below. Have a blessed, safe and wonderful day.